Siguro dito kasi sa Father series, it's more of serious kasi. So yun yung malaking difference niya when it comes to interviewing mothers. Wow, what was my most favorite episode? Isa sa mga favorite ko would be... Honestly, yung pinaka-interview that made me cry. Pero during that time, alam mo yung nagpapaka-strong ako because kuya ko siya. And seeing him na crying siya, yung puso ko umiiyak pero hindi ko magawang umiyak dahil parang kailangan ko magbigay ng strength for him to continue his story. Giving this spotlight to them because ang dami kong natutunan sa mga tatay, ang dami kong natutunan as a person, and also sa marriage, sa lahat ng narinig ko sa kanila.
No matter the weather, we'll get through it together. You make all things...
Hello, this is Ina Asisto Carbonell, your host, and this is Behind the Scenes with Ina Uncut. Ayan, for this episode, so we will revisit all of our episodes from episode 1 to 12 ng ating Father series or season 3. Wow, what was my most favorite episode? Isa sa mga favorite ko would be actually yung episode 9 natin kay Rambo Nunez. Because alam ko kung gaano kahirap for him to do the interview, but he did it for me. So, that's one of my most favorite because first, it's Kuya Rambo sharing his life na sobrang private na tao.
The idea was, yun, kompleto yung family ko, kompleto yung family niya. Tapos yun, mag-Easter egg hunt. Tapos nandun sa parang ako yung magbibigay ng prize. Tapos yun na yung moment na, Kaya siya walang ayos-ayos. Parang surprise talaga. Pero yun. Di ba? Para at least, yun yung pinakagusto kong makuha na moment.
Authentic.
Hindi niya talaga alam kasi
Tsaka unexpected, no?
Kasi talaga pambata eh. Di ba? Hindi siya yung, hindi sa kanya yung focus eh.
Maghanap pa ng itlog dyan,
Pero yun, alam na siya parang either siya mananalo or what, yung team niya, or siya mag-exchange. Yun, happy rin ako doon na na-execute namin ng tama. Kasi yun nga, sobrang hirap niya i-surprise. As in, mahuhulit.
And at the same time, it was my birthday episode and also our 3rd anniversary episode. So parang sobrang special sa akin yung episode na yon na parang yun yung nag-marking milestone ko na 3 years na si Behind the Scenes. So yun.
Diba? Na whatever we were dreaming of before, na kaya hindi namin mapagpatuloy yung relationship namin, yung dreams niya, yung dreams ko. After how many years pares na namin narating, and then we meet again in a better circumstance, better situation. And it already allowed us na parang, okay, if it works this time, diba, we will end up together.
Honestly, yung pinaka-interview that made me cry was actually Kuya Andrew Schimmer. Pero during that time, alam mo yung nagpapaka-strong ako because kuya ko siya. And seeing him na crying siya, yung puso ko umiiyak pero hindi ko magawang umiyak dahil parang kailangan ko magbigay ng strength for him to continue his story and para i-share niya sa atin.
Every morning when I wake up, pag tinitignan ko yung mga mukha nilang dalawa, lalo si Sander, minsan matutulog yun na makikita mo yung luha niyang nag-dry down. So yun yung nakakapagbigay sa akin ng strength, ng will to move on. Ano mo yun? To move forward. Kasi ang pinakamahirap, kapatid, is acceptance eh. Yes. Yung paano mo tatanggapin yung isang bagay na imposibleng tanggapin.
So, I would say yun yung isa nagpaiyak sa akin. And pwede isa pa, kay Patsugi, na hindi ko in-expect maiiyak ako. Kasi yun nga, para ko na siyang kapatid. So, seeing his transformation as a person from barkada ng kapatid ko to being a husband and a father, parang talagang nakurot yung puso ko.
Buong time namin together, nakita ko lang siya umiyak less than 5 times nang dahil sa akin. And parang ayaw ko ever ulit yan. Parang, kaya sobrang ingat ko.
Aww.
Kasi sobrang bait ni Grabe.
Anong message mo kay A?
Grabe. Sorry.
It's okay.
Grabe. Sobrang love ko lang talaga. Grabe, di ba? Grabe. Grabe. Sobrang
Iyak ako.
Ano siya?
Wait lang.
ayoko talaga siya ever malungkot. Parang masyado siyang mabait para masaktan.
So, yun yung dalawang episodes na talagang nagpaiyak sa akin. Which interview made me laugh? Siguro dito kasi sa Father series, it's more of serious kasi. So, yun yung malaking difference niya when it comes to interviewing mothers from our season 1 and 2. Dito sa Fathers, siguro pinaka-na-enjoy ko, pinaka-light for me was Tito Jerry Peñalosa. Why I like it. Yun din, sobrang comfy ko nung ini-interview ko siya na hindi ako nahirapan kahit sobrang intimidating. Imagine para ma-interview mo ang one of the best boxers in the Philippines. So, your family po sa social media, napakaayos po ng pamilya ninyo. Kaya nga,
Alam mo secret nun?
Ano po?
Takusa eh.
Ano po yun?
Ay, hindi mo alam takusa.
Ay, takot sa asawa! sorry, alam ko pala. Takosa, yun ba ang secret?
No, it's not, it does not mean takusa. It's about sino yung ano. But
Boss.
as long na magkaintindihan kayo. Ako, I'm happy with my family, of course. Best friend ko yung asawa ko.
Yes.
Pero, at least, meron namang meron kami mga discussion, but at the end of the day, inaayos din namin.
Normal naman yun,
Of course,
Tito,
of
di ba?
course.
And also, si Jeff Eigenman. Kasi yun yung pinakamabilis. Siguro, sanay na ako makipag-usap kay Jeff. So, naging light yung ano namin. So, nakakatawa yung episode namin. What have you learned from your parents that you now apply to your children as a father?
Ang dami rin eh. Ang mga natutunan ko yung mga dapat hindi gawin. Joke. Joke. I love you, mom and dad. Ano naman, it's, for me, I guess it's conversations. Especially, lalo na nung tumanda kami kasi imbis na, kunyari, paluin to discipline and all that. Ako, I make it a point na to really talk to my kids.
Yeah.
Ganun din yung
Communicate.
parents ko, especially nung tumanda na nga kami. But ako ngayon, even though they're young, as much as possible, kami ni Maya, we try to explain to them every little thing that, kunyari may sabihin silang hindi maganda sa tenga na alam namin makakasakit. Like may mga, minsan kasi they say things that hindi naman nila alam kung ano ibig sabihin. So, we make it a point to really explain things to them na kung why you shouldn't be saying things like that, yung mga ganun bagay. And happy naman kami kasi naiintindihan na nila at such a young age, very yung wide na yung pag-grasp nila ng mga nangyayari. So, very happy with that. So, depende nila kung paano sila pagtanda nila.
Yun talaga. Yung pinaka-light and funniest ko for me is Jerry and Jeff Eigenman. The guest, like what I said, isa sa mga comfortable ako was Jeff. Pero another one was Paolo Paraiso. Because yun nga, kuya-kuya ko rin siya. So, hindi naging mahirap sa akin makipag-usap sa kanya.
Yung mga ayoko sa mundo, inisigurado kong sinasabi ko sa kanila na ayoko yung ginto. At alam nila kung bakit. Hindi lang dahil ayoko. Parang the woke culture, the cancel culture,
Yeah.
nag-uusapan namin yan. Parang they have points. They have certain points. Sige, but wag ganun. So those things, those values we hash out. I tend to think more modern, but I have a sense of being traditional as well.
Yeah.
So, trying to merge that, trying to figure that out, and helping my kids find that out also. Kasi may natutunan din ako sa kanila eh.
Yeah,
But when we talk, I'm trying to instill what I believe in them.
Kasi andun yung connection namin as siblings sa showbiz. So, that's one of my most comfortable episodes also.
What was it like interviewing dads? Yun lang.
As I said, minsan yung guys, mahirap silang mag-open up. So, kailangan mong i-lead yung questioning mo kung saan sila mag-open up. So, mas matagal yung warm-up, hindi compared dun sa mga babae. Instant, di ba? Pagdaldalan, chismisan.
Nung inalis niya yun, syempre, wala akong projects. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit wala nang ganon. Yun pala, hinahumble niya ako. Inalis niya yun.
Yeah.
Kasi ang pride kasi, maraming klase, Ina. Kapag ayaw mo mag-sorry, kahit ikaw na yung mali, o kaya may partner ka, ikaw may mali, ayaw mo mag-sorry, pride yun. Pero pag nag-sorry ka, humble yun, humility yun eh. Pag ayaw mong sumunod sa superior mo sa trabaho, gusto mo ikaw masunod, kahit inferior ka, subordinate ka niya, pride yun eh. Pride din yung nagpe-pretend kang meron ka, pero ang totoo, wala ka na talagang pera. So, malakas yun sa akin dati. Yung ayokong malaman ng tao na naghihirap na ako, ayokong malaman ng tao na nagko-commute ka. So, ang hirap inaalis ng Diyos yung pride ko.
Yeah, kasi nagkaroon ka ng ganun, syempre, pumasok yung showbiz,
Oo.
sobrang sikat nyo, dami yung
Correct.
show, dami ginagawa. So, in a way, yun yung kinikwento mong naging mayabang ka.
Correct.
Yeah.
Kapag hindi ka ready spiritually,
Yes.
tapos dumating ang fame, dumating ang wealth, sabi nila,
Overwhelming.
Oo, sabi nila, kapag ikaw sumikat na, dumami pera mo, ay nagbago na siya. Hindi siya talaga nagbago. Yung wealth and fame, nilalabas niya lalo yung pride na meron ka.
Yeah.
Kasi nung wala ka naman maipagyayabang pa eh, alam mo yon. Kung mataas ang tingin mo sa sarili mo, kunwari, ang tingin mo ay sikat ka, artista ka, may ganito kang status. What if you encounter the people na walang status? How do you treat them?
Yeah. Na-humble
That's-
down ka talaga.
That's why, alam mo yun, hindi mo nakikita na hurt mo yung feelings nila.
Yes.
'Di ba?
Hindi ka na aware, no?
Hindi ka na aware. So, ayaw ng Diyos yun eh. Because God created all of us.
Yeah.
He wants us to love the people.
So siguro yun lang, it's challenging for me to interview them because it's hard for them to open up. But nakita nyo naman, once nakapag-open up na sila, talagang yung flow ng interview kung saan na umaabot. So nakaka-happy naman, challenging, but I'm happy I was able to achieve this, giving the spotlight to fathers din. What's your proudest moment as a businessman?
Well, there's a lot of proud moments, a lot of milestones. Kasi I started from the ilalim, started
Yes,
growing.
opo.
People thought, when it was growing, people thought it was left over by my parents. I go, no, I started from scratch. People don't believe that I started with 150,000. Because of the teachings of Henry C. and later on Mr. John Gokong Wei, sabi niya, your biggest puhunan is your credibility.
Yes.
It's not the money. If you lose money in the business, madaling bumawi. But once you lose your credibility,
Yeah.
it's so hard to earn back.
How did it differ from your interviews with moms?
How did it differ? I can see a big difference when it comes to the interviews. As I said nga, with the moms, they're more open. Mas madali kang makakuha ng lessons or any advice from them. Not like yung fathers, malalim sila mag-isip, pero they cannot put into words, hindi kagaya ng babae, na madaldal nga. So, ang difference would be pushing them to speak more or to share more of their journey. Kuya, if you could pass on one life lesson na natutunan mo sa buhay mo sa mga anak mo, ano yun?
Si Christoph, nagano ako sa family. Sabi niya sa akin, sabi ko, eto, at least nanalo naman ako sa araw na to. Parang talo na ako noong mga nakaraang buwan. Sabi niya, Dad, you have more than what, na meron ka. So, perspective lang yan. Sabi ko, gag. Hindi, but yeah, tama eh.
Yeah.
Pero ako naman nagsasabi sa kanya yun. Kasi kung paano mo tingnan yung buhay eh. 'Di ba? Pwedeng akala mo pero syempre nag-aano lang naman ako. Pwede rin magdrama. Pamilya ko naman sila eh, 'di ba? So, ayun, siguro ang maganda talaga kung may mangyaring hindi maganda sa iyo, pinakamatagal na iiyak mo yung isang araw, tapos nakita mo sila, okay ka na eh. Uwi ka, makita mo, okay na. May bukas pa naman eh, 'di ba?
Tomorrow is another.
Yeah. Siguro yun yan. Actually, mag-iiba rin yung pananaw mo sa buhay pag nakikita mo sila. Kasi dati, magdidesisyon ka, mabilis. Ngayon, pag nakita, teka muna, parang ako, di ba? Nag-cut din ako doon sa mga, hindi ko na pinapakita yung mga vices ko sa mga anak ko. Di ba? Hindi mo na dati, normal eh. Ngayon kasi siyempre, responsibilidad mo rin na hindi ka nagsasalita lang, kailangan nakikita nila yung actions mo. So may mga ganon, hindi na nila nakikita ang binabawasan ko na rin. Kasi nga, siyempre, hindi naman tayo nabata. So, may mga gano'n na, mag-iiba talaga yung pananaw mo. Unahin mo yung para sa kanila kaysa yun sa'yo.
Kasi hindi nga sila madaling mag-open up, but the challenge, na-accept ko siya. And makikita nyo naman from our past interviews, from our past episodes, is talagang marami talaga tayong natutunan. It's not just motivational, but also inspirational. Not just for fathers, not just for mothers, but the whole family. Share to us a little story of being a father.
Ang sarap. Kasi yun nga, nakatulong pa siya lalo na mapasolid yung pagkatao. Kasi alam ko gagayahin ako ni EJ nung anak ko eh. So anything na gawin ko, sabihin ko, lahat, gagayahin niya. So kung ano man yung mali na lumabas sa bibig ko o gawin ko, magagaya niya eh. So yun eh, akala nila na ikaw yung magtuturo, pero actually mas maraming ituturo yung anak niyo sa inyo eh. Kasi babaguhin mo yung sarili mo eh. Dati wala kang pakialam, ikaw lang eh. Okay lang eh. Pero dahil makaka-apekto ka na sa anak mo, ikaw yung superhero ng anak mo eh. Wala silang ibang guide kundi ikaw eh. Ikaw lang. Kasi bago lahat sa kanila, hindi nila alam kung anong gagawin nila eh. Ikaw as parent yung superhero, bibigay mo lahat. So kung mali yung bibigay mo, magiging ganun siya. So yun yung lesson eh, yun yung ganda ng anak eh. Kailangan ko ayusin yung sarili ko para sa kanya, para maging maayos na yung kanya. Hindi na siya dumaan sa dinaanan mong mga kung ano-ano nga eh. So yun yung sarap nung may anak, yung tinuro niya sa akin actually.
Ayan, so ang takeaway ko from Season 3, our Father series is getting to hear fathers talk or men talk. Kasi nga, sabi ko, most interviews that we see are mothers or talagang kahit sa mga part na nagpapa-interview mga artista, parang mas may kita mo madalas babae talaga nagpapa-interview.
I hope that, I could be an inspiration to adult fathers na hindi siya mahirap. No? You just have to know the right path. Hindi siya mahirap. And it's better to go through the right path rather than having a regret na ang hirap. You get the wrong path and nagsisisi ka. Kung magulo ang bahay, don't expect that person or myself, kung minsan may some misunderstanding, utak mo wala sa... Dala-dala mo yung problema. So, maayos ang buhay, maayos ang trabaho, then it goes all the way down. Parang charcoal. Yun ba sabi, no, I don't need to go to church online na lang, di ba? That's what the modern generation is saying. Sabi ko, ang charcoal, pag nag-iisa, nawawala yung init.
Opo.
But if the charcoal is placed together, they maintain the heat. So that's the way we should do as Christians, that we should be together in the church to maintain our faith. Kasi kung ako nalilihis, you will say, oops, sandali, I think this is wrong, you should do that. So we keep each other's faith strong. And we continue to walk the path together.
And totoo, it starts at home. And kumbaga lahat magiging successful or magpo-progress kapag sinimulan mo ng maayos sa bahay. Giving the spotlight to fathers is also a good thing. Giving the spotlight to them because ang dami kong natutunan sa mga tatay, ang dami kong natutunan as a person, and also sa marriage, sa lahat ng narinig ko sa kanila. Parang ang dami kong takeaways, learning sa life na hindi ko akalaing na, shocks, oo nga, no, may realization ka na, oo nga, no, pwede ko palang gawin yun sa buhay ko, pwede ko pala itong gawin sa marriage ko. And syempre, yun, yung nakita natin kung ano ba yung sacrifices and ano rin yung pinaghihirapan gawin ng mga tatay para buhayin ang mga pamilya nila. So, yan ang isa sa mga malalaking takeaway ko dito sa season na to. So, ang 3 takeaways ko, isa sa mga kumurot sa akin was, of course, Ding Dong Avansado, Tito Ding Dong. Hindi ko kalaing na yung soft side niya as a father lalabas sa show. Kasi isa rin yun sa mga touching and most soft episodes that we did. If meron ka pong one lesson as a parent na natutunan mo through Jada, ano po yun?
Na handa kang ibigay lahat para sa anak. Pati buhay mo. Na hindi ka magdadalawang isip. Kasi I remember, there was one time that, spontaneous lang to na it was a birthday party. We were in the States. We were living in the US. And then, si Jada loves to swim, to go around. And for some reason, yung swimming pool kasi, may part na mababaw, tapos biglang malalim. Pero yung pool kasi ng time na magagabi na, hindi mo makita yung So, pag baba niya doon, kala niya, siyempre, Jada was like 3 years old or magti-3 pa lang ata. So she was walking doon sa mababaw, bigla siyang sudden drop, bigla siyang lumubog na gano'n. Alam mo, and I was just there, nakita ko, walang split second. I was wearing everything. Tapos, pinuha ko agad siya. Gulat. Hanggang ngayon, pag tinanong mo siya, naalala pa daw niya yun yung paglubog daw niya na nakita doon. Pero bigla ko siya lahat na yung suot kong leather jacket and all. Yung bang ganong moment na hindi ka na nag-iisip na basta ang instinct mo is you will do what you think is best. Or unahin, you're always after the welfare of your child. I don't know if I'm glad or na-impart sa akin ng mga magulang ko yan or it's just an instinct of a parent. Yun ang ano ko as a parent na you will put your children first before ikaw. Naalala ko turo ng dad ko, sabi niya yun, susubo mo na lang, ibibigay mo pa sa anak.
So, what is your message for Jada?
Siguro masasabi ko yung lahat naman will have to go through their own battles. They have to go through their own journey. And, there are certain things in life that you will learn from, but you have to go through it. Whether you succeed or you fail, it's all part of life. At sa akin, there is never be afraid to fail because in failure, that's where you find success. Pero ako, as a parent, alam ko naman nakikinig siya sa akin. Pero the reason why we say certain things or we express our disagreement or our reservations is not because we don't believe in her, but sometimes there are things na, alam mo yun, na-experience na namin as a parent, na kung pwede naman niyang maiwasan, gusto mong maiwasan niya. Yung mga ganun, sana hindi niya minamasama kung minsan may mga sinasabi ako or ang mom niya sa kanya na alam namin na makakabuti sa kanya. Yun nga, but ako, naniniwala ako na may landas siyang tatahakin na she will have to learn from everything that she's going to experience. She has to learn from experience.
Nakita ko kung paano siya magmahal ng kanyang anak na hindi naman visible it's visible sa social media, but hearing it up front na grabe yung ginagawa ng tatay and grabe magmahal yung tatay even if they're not showy. Pagdating sa mga anak nila, grabe ang pagmamahal. Actually, lahat naman sila, but yun yung pinaka nag-stand out sa akin. And then of course, another one is really Kuya Andrew Schimmer's story where we were able to, alam mo yun, guide or inspire people na who are grieving. So, yung story niya inspired me to become stronger. Kasi syempre, coming from, ako rin, namatayan ako ng dad. So, andun yung nare-relate ko yung story ko dun sa pagkawala ng wife niya.
So, nung nawala si Joe, right after nun, ang unang natutunan ko actually, napaka-fragile ng buhay. Kahit na gaano ka kasigurado ngayon, matulog ka lang, hindi mo alam kung gigising ka bukas. Ganun yung nangyari sa kanya. Bago siya matulog, she's okay, she's healthy, she's fine. Then one snap, it's like that. So para sa akin, yun natutunan ko, life is very fragile. If you can express love much deeper, do it. Kung mayroon kang gustong sabihin sa tao, huwag mo na ipagpabukas. Lalo na kung may connection ito sa puso. Just say it now. If you want to hug your wife, you want to hug your kids, you want to hug your mother, your father, do it now. Don't wait.
Now.
Don't wait. Kasi minsan pag nag-decide siya, finish or not finish, pass your papers yan eh. So, minsan kasi ang sakit ng regret. Minsan mas masakit yung regret kaysa dun sa scenario itself eh.
Yes.
Diba? Kakainin ka ng regret. So, para sa akin, para makaiwas ka dun sa regret, huwag ka na maghintay. If you love somebody, express that love right away. Express it right away. So, yun ang natutunan ko. Nung nawala siya, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still alive. Although mahirap tanggapin at first, well, kailangan ko siyang tanggapin.
That's another thing that I like because marami akong natutunan sa kanya when it comes to grieving. Kung paano siya nag-move on from the disaster that he went through with his life. Siguro one more episode would be Pancho Magno, my good friend. Kasi nga yung story nila, kahit man hiwalay sila, yung respect and co-parenting nila for baby Sky, hindi nawawala.
Ayoko lang ma-feel niya na...
Kaya mo yun.
Ayoko lang ma-feel niya na... Ano ba? Hindi ako pinayak ni Ike. Pero ayoko lang ma-feel niya na... Wala siyang, ayoko lang maging sad siya kasi now tinatanong niya eh. Malaki na siya. So ayoko lang, siyempre nagtatanong na siya na parang, may time nga sinasabi niya na, Dad, can you put our house on top of Mom's house para daw baba na lang siya. So ang hirap na, so pag iniyak ko to, hahagul-gulo kayo. Hindi ako pinipigilan. Mayroon bang kalamares?
Mayroon kalamares.
Ayoko lang ma-feel niya na magkahiwalay kami na napabayaan namin siya. Siguro yun lang yun.
Kaya thank you kasi marami rin kayong na-inspire. So, iba-iba yung kwento, pero iba-iba rin yung mga lessons na nakukuha natin bawat episode. Kaya yun yung top 3 ko for this Father series. Sa mga nagtatanong kung may season 4, yes, magkakaroon po tayo ng season 4. And syempre, tatapusin lang natin ang Father series. Pero ano ba ang pagkakaiba nitong season 4? Syempre, season 1 natin, season 2, nag-interview tayo ng mothers. Season 3, nag-interview tayo ng fathers. Ang difference nito, our season 4 will be behind the scenes with Ina, unscripted. Bakit unscripted? Because we will be sharing more diverse story. Meron tayong mga friends, meron tayong marriage couples, meron tayong boyfriend, girlfriend, best friends. So lahat, pwede na natin i-guess dito sa behind the scenes. Because sabi ko nga, basta meron tayong story ang i-share, meron tayong taong mamamotivate, meron tayong taong may inspire, hindi titigil si Behind the Scenes with Ina mag-share ng kwento. So sana po abangan ninyo ang season 4 because mas marami tayong mga makakasamang artista, marami tayong mga kasamang influencers, vloggers, ilahat-lahat mo na kasama na natin sila for season 4. So, see you for season 4 Behind the Scenes with Ina, live unscripted.
It's too tough, we rise because we have each other. So I'll be forever grateful. I celebrate you, your light and laughter. I celebrate you through every chapter. I celebrate you, you'll always be the home of my heart. I celebrate you, your strength and kindness. I celebrate you, caring and selfless. I celebrate you, our bond is timeless. Every day is family day. No matter the weather, we'll get through it together. You make all things better. Every day is family day. No matter the weather, we'll get through it together. You make all things better. Every day is family day. No matter the weather, we'll get through it together. You make all things better. Every day is family day. No matter the weather, we'll get through it together. You make all things better. Every day is family day.